Hey, welcome to the Explainer. So, you know that sudden, awful spike of panic when a customer walks up to your register and you realize you have to process their entire payment in English? Yeah, we've all been there. But today, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to unlock a really simple, completely stress free way to master the checkout vocabulary you need. We're stripping away all the confusion so you can walk onto the floor sounding like a total pro with absolute confidence. Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to walk through the exact chronological journey of a real-life shift at the counter. We've got 5 quick parts. First, the smooth payment formula. Number 2, asking for the method. 3, giving clear instructions. 4, dealing with tech errors. And lastly, confirming success. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the smooth payment formula, which is essentially your fail-safe checkout checklist. I absolutely love this concept because it genuinely acts as your secret weapon. When that line is getting super long and you start feeling overwhelmed, just remember this 4-step map. Step 1 is the question, card or cash. Step 2 is the instruction, tap or insert here, please. Step 3, the process, wait a moment. And Step 4, the finish, it's approved. It's like clockwork. Every single payment you process is going to follow this exact rhythm. If you anchor yourself to these 4 steps, you will literally never get lost in a transaction. Which brings us right into Section 2, asking for the method and starting the transaction right. So you've scanned the items, you've told them the total, and now it's time to actually initiate the payment. And this brilliantly illustrates a funny little grammatical quirk in English that honestly catches a lot of folks off guard. When a customer uses plastic, we say, by card. But when they use physical bills, we say, in cash. You pay by card, but in cash. It's a tiny detail for sure, but mastering it is a real game changer. It makes you sound incredibly natural without ever having to memorize some dry grammar textbook. Let's look at the actual opening phrases you're going to use. Think of me as your manager, right there on the floor with you for your first shift. You'll want to ask, would you like to pay by card or in cash? Or, hey, just keep it super simple. Do you have a card? Now, if your store has a specific policy, just be direct but polite. Say, we only accept cash, or conversely, we only accept cards. Bam! Guesswork completely removed from step 1. Moving right along, here is section 3, giving clear instructions and guiding the customer. Okay, so this is the action phase. You are the captain of this transaction. And a quick note on English grammar here. Using command verbs, the imperative form, is not rude in English, as long as you slap on one magic word at the end, please. Now, focusing on the tech, you'll see the absolute most. Contactless. This is just when folks hold their card or phone near the machine. You'll want to have a few phrases ready. You can ask, is it contactless? Or instruct them with, just tap it here, please. And if they've got their phone out, confidently tell them it works with your phone too. Let's build out that toolkit a bit more. I really want you to focus on what I like to call the rule of 3 verbs: insert, tap, and enter. Just feel the rhythm of these instructions. Insert your card here, please. You can tap your card here. Please enter your PIN. And then when it's all done, you can remove your card now. Tap, insert, enter. Memorize those 3 and you can guide literally anyone through a payment. But of course, those action verbs need to pair up with the physical objects sitting right there on your counter. So let's do a super quick review of the nouns. You've got the card machine or terminal. You've got the receipt printing out at the end. The little metallic square on the card is the chip, and that secret number they type in, that's the PIN. Match your new verbs to these nouns, like enter your PIN or insert the chip, and you are in total control of the counter. All right, shifting gears to section 4, dealing with tech errors or when things go wrong. Let's be totally real for a second. The machine is not always going to give you that happy beep. So what happens when a card is declined or the whole thing just freezes? Well, the phrase, I'm sorry, is literally everything here. When a payment fails, the customer usually feels kind of awkward or frustrated, right? So this quote is your absolute best de-escalation tool. It's your professional shield. Whenever you have to deliver bad news, always start with these 2 words. And what's really interesting here is just how incredibly simple the follow-up sentences are. You do not need complex grammar for this. After you apologize, just state the facts. I'm sorry it didn't work. I'm sorry the card is declined. I'm sorry there is a chip error. Or I'm sorry the connection is slow. See what we're doing? We're completely removing any blame from the customer and just pointing out the reality of the glitch, clearly and professionally. But wait, what do you do when it's the machine itself acting up? We've all been there, just staring at a screen that says processing for what feels like 10 years. How do you handle stubborn tech without losing your cool? So, the absolutely crucial point here is this. Do not try to explain the technical details. Your customer does not care about the store's Wi Fi router. Just use these basic tech support tips. Say, "One moment, the machine is slow today," or "I'm sorry, can we try a different card?" Or simply, "Try again, please." Honestly, customers are human. They get that technology fails sometimes. A polite, calm phrase is really all it takes to keep things perfectly positive. Let's cheerfully resolve that conflict and head straight into Section 5, confirming a successful payment and wrapping it up.
Okay, the machine has finally processed the card. You hear that highly satisfying beep, and it is time to wrap this shift up on a high note. To clearly communicate an approval, use these success phrases. "It's gone through," which, by the way, sounds supernatural and native. If you want to be a bit more formal, "The payment is successful." Then you hand over the paper and say, "Here is your receipt." Boom. You have officially reached the finish line of the smooth payment formula.
And honestly, I absolutely love this phrase right here. All set. It's just big, it's bold, and it perfectly captures the success of the whole transaction. It tells the customer, hey, we're done here. You are completely free to walk out with your stuff. It's enthusiastic, it's friendly, and it's so easy to remember. We have covered the steps, the verbs, the tools, and the apologies. You basically have the entire blueprint now. So, I'm going to leave you with this. Are you ready to use the smooth payment formula on your next shift? Because honestly, with these straightforward phrases and that simple four-step structure, I know for sure you are going to handle your next transaction with absolute ease. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.